life is ambitious. Young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted. Flow cold and it's rugged, bump it. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Watch it. Check 13. Check 13.
A quick throw here out to Cobb. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing on second down. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Third and long for Prescott. And he's going to go down again. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. With it is Brown. Gets through and now an opening. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A 62-yard punt return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Ready? Watch 36.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Hey, check. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Tackles. We're going to 53. Watch twins. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Let's go.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
He's coming. We're going to 54.
Here's Prescott, and it's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, 47. Get the ball. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. There we go.
Now Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. From the red zone now, Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Cooper again the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
36. Let's go, defense. We're going to 53. Bang, 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 bang.
Prescott yet again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And Forbath will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. To throw is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Prescott now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Line 36. Here we go.
To throw is Prescott. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Pernell McPhee always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
47. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Here's Prescott. Caught by Cobb. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Prescott to throw this time. That one complete to Elliott. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Forbath is sent it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. Something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he lost the football, and the Cowboys have recovered. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Jackson now. Escaping the pressure right. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction. I was able to track the ball in another.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He's going deep for Brown. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 58 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On 2nd down, Prescott again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. That's complete to Cobb. There he goes right side. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb, 65 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And again, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. They go play action here on first down. Now he steps away. He'll run it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Looking deep downfield. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 36 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The first down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
And shutting him off, now open field. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, now it's a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. Now he's flushed out right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are back within a single score. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 33 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Elliott. And an alley to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing. Prescott eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Pernell McPhee in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Prescott on 4th down. Complete to Jason Witten. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 1st down, Prescott. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One last shot now for Prescott. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.